Hello everyone, welcome to CPDict. So in this and the next video we would be looking at the solutions of problem A and B from today's Codeforces contest round 669 div 2. Let's see the first problem. It is called if I'm not wrong. Okay, so what it says is we have been given an array A. It consists only zeros and ones, and we can delete at most n by 2 elements, and we after deletion we want our array to be in such a form such that the sum of the elements at odd indexes, that is at odd places, and the sum of the elements at even places must be equal. And for this case, so if we delete the second and fourth element, A will become this, and if you see, the sum at even places as well as the odd places would be equal. So here and it is guaranteed that the sum of n does not exceed 10 to the power 3. Okay, and it says that we can show that an answer always exists. Yes, it does exist. Let's see what we can do. So we have an array of n elements, and we want the sum of odd places to be equal to sum of even places. You can say IDXs of our final array, that is after deletion, and we can delete at most n by 2 elements. It is at most. So let us first count number of ones which are present in our array. We would be counting the number of ones. If we see, let's say it is termed as count. So if count is greater than n by 2, it means our ones in our array is greater than n by 2, and we can delete at most n by 2 elements. So what we can simply do is delete all the elements and just print 1 n minus 1 times, because not n minus 1 times, n by 2 times. Print 1 n by 2 times, but there is one corner case here. Suppose if n by 2 comes out to be an odd number, suppose n by 2 is 3, then if we do this 1 1 1, then this will not satisfy our condition, because then at odd places we are having the sum as 2, but at even places the sum is 1. So in this case we can just put another 1 after n by 2 ones. So if we see that count is n by 2, count is number of ones in our array, and if we see that n by 2 is odd, then after printing n by 2 ones, we will print another 1. So it will make sure that the number of ones in our final array is even, and if all the terms in our array are even, then it will satisfy the property which they are asking. And in the other case, suppose and yes, if n by 2 is even itself, then we can simply print n by 2 ones. Suppose n by 2 is 4, then we can simply print 4 ones and delete all the other remaining elements. We do not care whether they were 4 or 3. Okay, and in the other case, when we see the number of ones are less than n by 2, that is count is or less than equal to n by 2, in this case we can simply print zeros n by 2 times, and because we can delete the other n by 2 terms which are consisting ones, so it can consist 1 1 2 1 3 1 or 10 ones. We can delete all of them. We only care about the remaining n by 2 terms, so we can simply print n by 2 zeros, and it does not matter in this case, it does not matter whether n by 2 is odd or even, because even if it is odd, So this will also satisfy our condition as well as this, because we are having the sum at even places as well as the sum at odd places. Both of them are 0 in this case. So yep, that's all for this problem. It was highly based on this observation. Okay, so yep, let's see the code now. Yep, I have calculated the number of ones in my ones variable, and if I see the number of ones is greater than equal to n by 2, not equal to, if ones is greater than n by 2, then I am putting the value or initializing the value of my x variable as 1, otherwise x is 0. X is the term which I would be printing after my deletion. And if I see that number of ones is not equal to n, and if x is 1, it means number of ones is greater than equal to n by 2, not equal to again. If ones is greater than n by 2, only then x would be 1. And if we see that n by 2 is odd, in this case I'm setting a flag which will tell me that I need to attach another one after this. So I had initialized this flag to 0. So if I'm seeing that I'm having number of ones greater than n by 2 and n by 2 is itself odd, then we need to attach another one after our array, like at the end. And otherwise I just need to print n by 2 zeros. So here I am just printing the number of terms which I would be having, and then from I to 0 I am just printing x. I have already initialized it earlier, and if I see that value of f is 1, which I have updated here, then I'm just attaching another one after my printing whatever I have just printed. And yeah, so that's all for this video. It was a maths based question. I hope you liked it, and if you have any doubts or suggestions, you can let us know in the comment box. And yep, see you in the next video. Take care.